Hello, we are Group 9. Nice to present about this topic. We chose destination about Tibet. Let's start. We divided our trip into 5 days. Due to the fact that Tibetan sites are quite far from each other, we have only selected the most popular places to tell. Tibet on the lofty Tibetan Plateau on the northern side of the Himalayas is an autonomous region of China. It's nicknamed the Roof of the World for its towering peaks. It shares Mount Everest with Nepal. Its capital Lhasa is site of hilltop Potala Palace, once the Dalai Lama's winter home, and Jokhang Temple, Tibet's spiritual heart, revered for its golden statue of the young Buddha. Its population of 2.3 million people come from a variety of ethnic groups, including Tibetan, Han, Monpa, and Lhasa. Its capital city is Lhasa. First, we're going to the Pakor Street. The Pakor is essentially a pilgrim circuit which is followed clockwise around the periphery of the Jokhang. In the past, it was designed as circumambulation circuit, a saint route in the eyes of Tibetans. Now it's also a shopping center and a touristy old district with colorful Tibetan features. It's also a hive of market activity and astounding jamboree, a Tibetan-style stock exchange. All around the circuit are shops, stalls, tea houses, and hawkers. There is a wide variety of items to gladden a Tibetan heart prayer flags, block prints of the holy scriptures, earnings, Tibetan boots, Nepal's biscuits, puffed rice, yak butter, and incense. In this picture, you can see a variety of items that can be bought in this mall. Each item has its own characteristics and meaning for special features. House of Shambhala is located in a quiet alley of the famous Bakor and in the center of Lhasa. House of Shambhala is a typical Tibetan courtyard hotel. The Potala Palace and Jokhang Temple are within easy to reach. There is a traditional style of natural wood rooms that own private retreat and Chinese style beds. If you want to enjoy the sunshine, preferably upper floor rooms are your best choice. There is an information about the cost of a room in this hotel. It is well known among tourists as tourists have given good points. The price starts in Korean won with an average of 59,000 and above depending on the type of room. The second day we are going to visit Potala Palace. The first Potala Palace was built in 637 by the Tibetan king Songtsen Gampo as a present for his bride Princess Wencheng of the Tang dynasty of China. The fifth Dalai Lama started the construction of the modern Potala Palace in 17th century, which then became the residence and polity of the Dalai Lama. The massive jaws, figure of the Buddha, fresco, and other relics like Sutra, the Buddhist scripture, is the treasure of nations, culture, and art, which is recorded into the state level cultural relics protection units and the catalog of the World Cultural Heritage List. The Potala Palace is an immense structure, its interior space being in excess of 130,000 square meters. Fulfilling numerous functions, the Potala was first and foremost the residence of the Dalai Lama and his large staff. In addition, it was the seat of Tibetan government where all ceremonies of state were held. It housed a school for religious training of monks and administrators, and it was one of Tibet's major pilgrimage destinations because of the tops of past Dalai Lamas. This is Jokhang Temple. After visiting Potala Palace, we are going to visit this place too. The Jokhang Temple, constructed in the 7th century AD to house the statue of Buddha that Princesses Brikuti from Nepal and Wen Cheng from Tang Dynasty China brought as gifts for their future husband, King Songsan Gampo. The temple has been enlarged many times over the centuries and now also houses statues of King Songtan Gampo and his two famous foreign brides. However, the original statue of Jowa Sakyamuni Buddha that Princess Wing Cheng brought from Chang and over 1,300 years ago is definitely its most sacred and famous possession and is perhaps the most venerated religious artifact in all of Tibet. The temple, a splendid four-floor building facing west under a gilded rooftop, is located on Bakar Square in the center of the old section of Lhasa. Second day, we will stay at this wonderful hotel. Lhasa Ruchi Holiday Hotel steeps its guests in the beauty and serenity of Tibetan culture, from exquisitely crafted architectural details to the traditional healing Tibetan herbal treatments offered in the sanctuary of Iridium Spa. The resort is configured to pay homage to this mythical and historic country in every way. There is facilities of this hotel and prices. Namso Lake. Namso, Tibetan for heavenly lake, is often described as being next to heaven because of its lofty altitude, stunning beauty, pure blue water, and spiritual associations. It is the highest saltwater lake in the world. Snow-capped mountains and open glassland, dotted with yakarts and local nomads, surround the crystal-clear water of the Lake Nam, making it one of the most beautiful places in Tibet. In the quiet morning, beat the cold and get up early to the lakeside to appreciate the sunrise. You can see the ice blue water and gray mountains far behind the lake. As the sun rises, clouds lift from the mountains and the scene is bathed in golden sunshine. At dusk, clouds are colored red and golden. You can sit beside the lake and see the sky change color. Bangdasang Ancient Hotel is a traditional Tibetan-style hotel reconstructed from Bangdasang Courtyard, which is the most complete preserved one in Lhasa Old City. With a history of more than 300 years, Bangdasang Compound is a national key culture relics protection unit specially approved by the State Council. Bangdasang Ancient Building Hotel is located in the front yard and the backyard. The front yard is a traditional Tibetan-style restaurant and the backyard where Tibetan nobles used to live. There are bars and cafes on the first floor and the guest room department on the second floor. Each guest room retains the original Tibetan style and at the same time integrates the modern elements, so when guests stay in this hotel, they will experience the traditional Tibetan style without the feeling of inconvenience. Day 4th, Yamdrok Lake. Why we visit Yamdrok Lake? As one of the sacred lakes of Tibetan Buddhism, a visit to Lake Yamdrok is more than just a trip to see a beautiful lake. It is a partly spiritual journey that has as much to do with learning more about this history and legends of the lake as it does with the viewing the spectacular beauty of this stretch of turquoise water. The surrounding landscape of mountains and plains perfectly frame this lake for the best photos, including snow-capped mountains, Himalayan glaciers, and the numerous islands that dot the lake's surface. This is Kerala Glacier. Kerala Glacier is a beautiful glacier perched between Nangzang County of Shannan and Gyanse County of Shigase. Within only 300 meters from the highway which connects Lhasa and Gyanse, Kerala Glacier can be seen easily when you car pass by. Many tourists will take a short stop here to admire its authentic beauty. Backing to the south face of Mount Nojin Kengsang, Kerala Glacier is made of an ice cap with slow slope and two hanging glacier-type glacier tongues. It takes 5 hours to get to Kerala Glacier from the city center by car, but it's worth it to see this beauty. There is a useful Kerala Glacier travel tips. Like there is no available restaurant near Kerala Glacier until you get to Ganse Country or Nangzang Country. There are several hotels and guest houses in Ganse Country. Ganse Hotel and Yeti Hotel are two most recommended hotels offering relatively good facilities and services. Day 4th at Gangse Hotel. As one of the most popular destinations in Tibet, as well as an important stop on the road to Mount Everest. Many travelers choose to stay a night at Gyeongse to recover from the tiredness of long distance driving from Lhasa or Mount Everest. Besides, spending a night in Gyeongse guarantee you more flexible time to explore some unique and interesting sites that can only see in Gyeongse, such as Polchu Monastery, Gyeongsejeong, and Pelamenar. The hotel has 120 rooms, including single, double, and triple rooms with attached bathroom, as well as deluxe suites. Our last destination is Tashi Lompa Monastery is founded in 1447 by the first Dalai Lama. Is the traditional monastic seat of the Panchen Lama and an historically and culturally important monastery in Shigatse, the second largest city in Tibet. All our trips were made by car. Although it takes a very long time, it is very convenient transport in Tibet. Thanks for your attention.